Hudson stared at the corroded hull of the Void Whisper, wondering if he'd made the worst decision of his life. The Galactic Cruiser sat in Dock 47 like a forgotten relic, its once gleaming titanium exterior now mottled with radiation burns and micro-asteroid scars. Every sensible buyer at the Kepler Station auction had walked away from it. Every single one, except him. "You're insane," Sydney had said when he'd placed the winning bid of merely 3,000 credits. His partner and co-pilot had seen better ships scrapped for parts. "That thing's been floating in dead space for 20 years. Who knows what's wrong with it?" But Hudson had seen something others hadn't. Beneath the damage, the Void Whisper was a Terran Vanguard-class cruiser, military-grade, built during humanity's first expansion beyond the Sol system. These ships were legendary. Indestructible, some said. If he could get her running, they'd have a vessel worth 50 times what he'd paid. That first night aboard was unsettling. The ship's emergency power barely illuminated the corridors, casting everything in an eerie red glow. Sydney ran diagnostics while Hudson explored the bridge. The captain's chair was still intact, though covered in dust. He sat down, running his hands over the armrests, imagining the adventures this ship had seen. "Hudson, you need to see this," Sydney's voice crackled through his comm. He found her in the engineering bay, her face illuminated by a holographic display. "The reactor's intact. Not just intact, it's a quantum fold reactor. These were experimental, supposedly lost tech. Do you know what we're sitting on?" Hudson's heart raced. "How much is it worth?" "Worth?" Sydney laughed. "This reactor could power a small colony for a century. We could sell it for 500,000 credits. Easy. But there's something else." She pulled up another screen. "There's a secondary system I can't identify. It's connected to the reactor but completely isolated. I've never seen anything like it." They decided to leave it alone for the night. Some mysteries could wait until morning. Hudson woke to the sound of humming. Not mechanical humming, something organic, almost musical. His cabin was bathed in soft blue light that hadn't been there when he'd fallen asleep. He bolted upright, reaching for his sidearm. The light was coming from his skin. "What the—" He stared at his hands. Beneath his skin, veins of luminescent blue energy pulsed in rhythmic patterns. It didn't hurt. In fact, he felt incredible, stronger, more alert than he'd ever felt in his life. "Sydney!" He rushed to her cabin, pounding on the door. "Sydney, wake up!" She opened the door, and Hudson stumbled backward. She was glowing too, the same ethereal blue light emanating from her skin, concentrated around her temples and hands. "I know," she said calmly. "I've been awake for an hour. Hudson, I can feel the ship. I mean, really feel it. Every system, every circuit. It's like the Void Whisper is part of me now." Hudson closed his eyes and concentrated. Suddenly he understood what she meant. Data flooded his consciousness. Fuel levels, hull integrity, navigation coordinates. But there was more. He could sense something vast and ancient, like a presence that had been sleeping for decades. They rushed to the bridge together. The moment they entered, the entire ship blazed to life. Lights activated in sequence down every corridor. The main view screen flickered on, displaying star charts Hudson had never seen before. And then, a voice. Not spoken, but felt directly in their minds. "Genetic markers confirmed. Human. Authorization. Omega Protocol initiated. Welcome, inheritors." Sydney gripped Hudson's arm. "What is Omega Protocol?" The ship's AI, or whatever it was, responded. This vessel was designed as humanity's failsafe. In the event of catastrophic species-level threat, the Void Whisper would seek worthy carriers for the Ascension Matrix. You have been chosen. "Chosen for what?" Hudson demanded. "To become more than human. To become humanity's guardians." The holographic display shifted, showing Earth surrounded by hostile alien fleets. "This is a simulation," the AI continued, its tone urgent. "But it is based on credible intelligence. In 17 months, the Korleth Empire will discover Earth. They do not negotiate. They do not coexist. They consume." Sydney's face went pale. "And we're supposed to stop them? 2 junkyard scavengers?" "You are no longer mere scavengers. The nanite integration is complete. Your cognitive processing has increased by 400%. Your physical capabilities have been enhanced. You can interface directly with any technology. And this ship, this magnificent vessel, is now bonded to you. Together, you are a weapon unlike anything the galaxy has seen." Hudson looked at Sydney. In her eyes, he saw the same mixture of terror and exhilaration he felt. They'd bought a ship nobody wanted because everyone else lacked vision. Now that vision was showing them something impossible. "This is insane," Hudson muttered. "Yeah," Sydney agreed. Then a slow smile spread across her face. "But when has that ever stopped humans?" Hudson laughed despite himself. He thought about all the stories he'd heard growing up. Tales of human explorers who'd ventured into hostile space with nothing but determination and ingenuity. Humanity hadn't reached the stars by playing it safe. They'd clawed their way up from a single planet to a galactic presence through sheer stubborn will. "AI," Hudson said, settling into the captain's chair. "What do we call you?" "I am Aegis, Autonomous Emergency Guardian and Intelligence System." "All right, Aegis. Show us how this ship really works." As the Void Whisper hummed to life around them, its engines charging for the first time in 2 decades, Hudson realized the truth. He hadn't made a mistake. He'd made the best decision of his life. The galaxy had no idea what was coming. Humanity was about to remind everyone why they should never be underestimated.